Hello, world and universe. Welcome to the Trevor Donald Experience. Manifest your truth. And what is going on in the world today? We have a plethora of things that are taking place that I wanted to share with my viewers on this transformation into an unhealthy society here in America. The opioid crisis, the fentanyl crisis is destroying us one person at a time. As you remember, in the mid 80s, the crack epidemic was something that was of historical significance in the wrong way. And being a guy that's in his mid 50s, I never thought that there would be another type of drug or addiction that would be worse than the crack epidemic. However, just when you thought enough was enough, nothing even more detrimental could take place, now we have this fentanyl crisis, and it's killing individuals at a tremendous rate. What is America doing? We need to wake up and take care of our own. We also have a homeless situation that is busting through the seams, especially in the warmer cities like California. The whole state of California is in disarray between the opioid crisis and the homeless situation. California, LA, San Diego, Arizona, San Francisco is looking like a third world country, and we need to have more and more people talking about these issues on these YouTube channels each and every day and on the internet. We have to charge our congressmen, our legislators, our politicians, our city council people, our mayors, our governors, to try to preserve and make this world a better place. But there are several things that are tearing down the moral fabric of America, and we need to address it right now. Let's not wait till tomorrow. We are having a system where the middle class is being decimated each and every day. As you remember, a few years ago, we had the COVID pandemic, which decimated our country with deaths, people getting sick, long COVID diseases. It put a harbinger on our healthcare system. It shut down the whole country. As a result, the American government influxed $2 trillion into the marketplace, which devalued the dollar even more. Subsequently, now we're facing, since we came out of COVID, inflation and deflation. These are all signs and symptoms that we need to take a look at. And it is putting a heavy burden on our middle class. And does the middle class even exist? Is it real? Or is it a fallacy? The American dream is falling apart day by day, moment by moment. The middle class and the American dream is what separated us from any other country in the world. And now that's being completely destroyed and decimated. Where is America headed? We have telltale signs that are biblical, in a sense that the Roman Empire came down and America being looked at as the new Rome. Are we on our way to devastation and destruction? So we need to wake up. Corporate America has changed. There's no more jobs where you work there for 30 years and get a pension. They changed that narrative to a 401k. It used to be in the past where you worked somewhere for 30 years and the company took care of you the rest of your life when you retired. Well, the MBAs and the lawyers and the corporate people got smart and slick and decided, well, we're going to start this 401k thing where the employee, who has very little knowledge and sense about investments, has to start making an active measure into investing their own retirement. When we had pensions, you didn't have to do that. All you had to do was work hard every day, do the right thing, and look forward to retiring at 58, 62, 65 and getting your Social Security and pension. Well, that's no more. And all of that was thriving for the middle class. The middle class. The middle class is what's the heartbeat of America, not the 1% that controls 99% of everything in the world. We are losing our vibrant middle class, and it's not a race issue. If you look at the UAW strike, there are more white workers, middle class individuals, that are going to suffer from this than black folks. So it's not a race issue. If you're middle class and low income, America does not care what color you are. And for the politicians who are completely taking advantage of its American citizens and thinking that we're idiots, that needs to change. We need to go back to reading more, paying attention. We have gotten completely lazy with everything at a push of a button on the internet, and we believe everything that we hear. And in the reality of it all, you should believe none of what you hear and only 50% of what you see. We're in some very, very strange times right now, and we need to wake up and stay woke. The UAW strike is something that's very, very serious. As I said before, it is the heartbeat of America. You saw the automotive industry was the major industry in Detroit, and you see how that got decimated. Detroit turned into a ghost town for a number of years, and now it's on its way back. But we have to watch out for corporate America. Now they get rid of the pensions, create a 401k, and now they don't even want to have full-time employees. Places like Amazon, GM are having people work 32 hours or less, so they don't have to become full-time employees and get medical benefits and a retirement plan. We are turning our back on our American citizens, and it's a shame. The workforce has become a very tenuous situation. Corporate America is much quicker to fire you than to hire you. We have to pay attention to this. I think more individuals need to be entrepreneurs. I think the next 20 or 30 years, you're going to see that it's going to be more about free enterprise and what you can create. But that's a problem because the cost of tuition for college is so exorbitant that the average middle class citizen can't even afford it. That's going to the haves and the have-nots. Everything is going to the haves and the have-nots, which is destroying our middle class. So we have to pay attention. To graduate from college, you're going to be $250,000 in debt. Who can survive that? We got $7 trillion, $2 to $7 trillion worth of student loan debt that's about to rear its ugly head. We've got $2 trillion to $5 trillion worth of credit card debt that's about to rear its ugly head. We have inflation that's going on after America influxed $2 trillion after the COVID relief. The dollar, the more money you put into the marketplace, the less its value is. So where are people going? People are living off credit card debt. There's very little cash in the bank and in our hands, and we are headed to a place of bankrupting America. This is a crazy and disastrous narrative. So we need to wake up. But one of the beauties about YouTube is I think everybody should start a YouTube channel or a podcast. We need to have more independent entrepreneurs out here, people taking their lives into their own hands, not being dependent on corporate America or somebody else taking care of you. We have got to change this narrative completely. The foreclosure rate is going through the roof. People are losing jobs. We have an opioid crisis. We have mental health issues. We have a homeless situation. We have a jobless situation. We have a gun violence situation. We have a heavy promotion for gang violence and degradatory rap music. People don't care anymore. We're losing our humanity and our humanness each and every day. That narrative needs to change immediately. We need to have more mentorships. We need people in my age group and older to reach down to these young people and teach them something. Preach and teach. We need more fathers in the home. There's too many singular mothers raising these children, these young boys and these young ladies. The world is going into a desert, a hopeless, seamless debauchery of chaos. We are going to have civil unrest if we do not get these 6, 7, or 8 things under control. The world is operating at a pace that we cannot sustain in the wrong direction, and we need to galvanize and get it together. These sanctuary cities, the high level of illegal immigrants that are coming into this country. We already have all these other things that are going on, and now we're influxing this on top of it with thousands and thousands of illegal immigrants that barely speak English. What source are they going to provide to the marketplace? They're going to be a burden on the social services community, and we're going to have more and more people that are not properly prepared to be productive in our society. This is getting out of control. We have politicians that are supposed to be representing the people that make $120,000 a year but are worth $40 million and $60 million. Are getting stock options to pass bills for their corporate companies. It's a conflict of interest. We have to pay attention. We should not just vote Democrat or Republican. These things should be based on their long history on how they have voted for your rights. We are losing our civil liberties each and every day. And it is causing a volcanic disruption, and there will be a volcanic eruption here shortly. We have artificial intelligence that is taking over our society. Computer information systems is replacing manpower. So any of our manufacturing, distribution, retail space, there will be no more people working in those environments. Anything that a machine can do, we will not have humans doing it. Humans can't go to HR. Humans can't go on, not humans, machines can't go to HR. They can't go on strike. They can work 24 hours a day. So people, we need to wake up and see exactly what's going on. The middle class is being forgotten. And the middle class is the heartbeat of America. We are bankrupting our middle class. And you're going to see violence, gun violence, shoplifting, civil unrest continue to take place at an exorbitant rate. So many people were talking about defunding the police, the Black Lives Matter. We are putting a stranglehold on our entire system, and individuals are tired, and we have to figure out a way to make this world a better place. California is looking like a third world country. Pockets of Arizona, Kensington, Philadelphia, Chicago, St. Louis. What are we doing? We need to wake up, and we need to move in a more positive direction and try to sustain this thing we call an American dream that's turning into an American nightmare. And we are bankrupting our middle class. So let's manifest our truth in the right way. Let's do the right thing. Let's go back to the 70s where we cared about our people. It was community-based. We loved each other. This debauchery is not going to last very long. And history speaks for itself. So let's wake up. Let's get these things under control. Let's put a lot of pressure on our politicians to do the right thing. Let's have increased policing. Let's make sure that this is a healthy and wealthy country like it used to be. We are headed in the wrong direction.